Hello students, last class we have seen the external reactions of indications of a chemical reaction. Now this class we will see the types of chemical reaction which you have learned already. So you know 4 types of chemical reaction. One is direct combination reaction, that is synthesis reaction. Other name for direct combination is synthesis. Simple displacement reaction, that is the other name for simple displacement reaction is substitution reaction. The third one decomposition reaction, and the last one is double decomposition reaction. In today's class we will see the direct combination and simple displacement reaction. So when you look at this A and B, see, which is of given different colors, different elements will combine to form one product. So if you get one product, it is understood that it is a synthesis reaction. See, we have so many equations which we are going to learn now. You have learned last year about so many reactions like a metal reacts with oxygen, that is combustion reaction. Combustion reaction means it's understood that oxygen reacts there. It gives metallic oxide, and non-metal reacts with oxygen to form non-metallic oxide. That non-metallic oxide in turn reacts with water to form acid, and metallic oxide reacts with water to form a base. So these are all examples of synthesis reaction, because in all these reactions you can see only one product is formed. It's not only 2 elements, that is purely one element reacts with other element. It can react with element, compound and an element, or a compound type also. Now we'll see some examples, that is carbon with oxygen, carbon dioxide. See, carbon is purely one element and oxygen is purely another element which combine to form carbon dioxide. So you are getting one product. Now let's see an example of compound with element. Now this case, carbon monoxide reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So you are getting one product. The carbon dioxide, this is a compound which reacts with another compound of water to form carbonic acid. So many examples are there. So like that we can see one more example of non-metals, that is phosphorus reacts with oxygen to form phosphorus pentoxide. Now magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Then sulfur dioxide reacts with water to form sulfurous acid. See, wherever I have written NM, it's understood that it's a non-metal. This is a metal, and this is AO is nothing but acidic oxide, and BO is nothing but basic oxide. A basic oxide reacts with water to form a base. So that's what I said, non-metal with oxygen, non-metallic oxide. That non-metal in turn with water you will get an acid. If you take a metal with oxygen, metallic oxide, that metallic oxide with water you will get base. So always metal will give base, non-metal will give an acid for you. Now we'll see how to balance all this equation. See, first equation itself balance. The second one, see here you have odd number of oxygen right to here. So this place also. So 2 carbon, 2 oxygen plus 2 oxygen. Here you will get 2 into 2, 4. Now the next equation is self-balanced equation. The next one, see here this place odd number of oxygen 5 is there, but here 2. So you write it of 2 here, that is 10. This place also write 5, 10. Now here phosphorus is 4, this place also is 4. Now oxygen is 2 here, this place also you can write it as 2. Now magnesium becomes 2. The next equation is self-balanced equation. The other one, see 2 sodium, 1 plus 1. If plus sign is there, is understood we have to add the number of atoms there. Plus, that is 2 hydrogen. So 2 Na, 2 oxygen, 2 hydrogen. Now we'll see other examples like metal with a non-metal. So all these are examples of metal with a non-metal. Other reaction which is familiar reaction only we are going to see. The first one, let's see that aluminium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. Aluminium with chlorine. Chlorine when you write, we write it as a diatomic state. Now you are getting aluminium chloride. It's not trichloride, it's the valency of aluminium. So aluminium chloride, which is a soluble one. See, aluminium with chlorine, you are getting aluminium chloride. That is a metal with a non-metal, you are getting this compound. Now this is only one product you are getting on the product side. Now let's see the other example like iron with the sulfur, iron sulfide. that is metal with a non-metal, but this is insoluble compared to aluminium. Aluminium is soluble one, but this is insoluble. Now lead with sulfur, you will get lead sulfide, that is insoluble. Now hydrogen with oxygen, you are getting water, that is plus heat sign, that is exothermic reaction. So you know that reaction is conducted in the presence of, when you pass current, this reaction will undergo. Now let's see an example of Haber's process. See, Haber's process also you will get one product there. So that example also you can give here, that is nitrogen with hydrogen, but you are using a catalyst, iron, promoter, molybdenum. Temperature is 450 to 500 degrees Celsius, and you are maintaining atmospheric pressure of 200 to 900 atmos, and I am getting ammonia. So this is also highly exothermic reaction. It is a reversible reaction also. So this reaction is a familiar one for you. So like sulfur dioxide case, I am getting sulfurous acid. But here this is sulfur trioxide gas I have taken. This, many of you will think that SO3 means it's sulfite ion. It's not sulfite. It is sulfur trioxide gas with water. You are getting sulfuric acid. Let's see one more example, that is hydrogen with chlorine. Hydrogen chloride is formed, but this reaction is this is called as a photochemical reaction, we can say, because diffused sunlight the reaction undergoes. Diffused sunlight means it is dim sunlight. Direct sunlight, if you conduct this reaction, it is a very explosive reaction. It will explode. So we are conducting this reaction only in diffused sunlight. Now we will see ammonia with the HCl, you will get ammonium chloride. See, ammonia is a gas, hydrogen, HCl is also a gas, and you are getting ammonium chloride, a solid substance. Now we'll see quicklime. Quicklime is the common name for calcium oxide. So that reacts with carbon dioxide to form calcium carbonate. The next reaction we can see in metallurgy process. Metallurgy process in preparation, that is you are extracting from mineral how you are getting the metals. In the extraction process we are using this kind of reactions there. So all these few things which we are seeing here, it is used in metallurgy process. Now magnesium with nitrogen, you are getting magnesium nitride. And you know why you got Mg3N2. See, magnesium valency is 2. Nitride valency, TRIDE, it's 3. So when you cross it, you are getting Mg3N2. This magnesium nitride, in turn, when you react it with warm water, you are getting this metal with water, you are getting metallic hydroxide. And left out is nitride, this hydrogen will form ammonia. So if you want to prepare ammonia, this metal nitride is treated with warm water. So when you look at all this reaction on the product side, only one product we are getting, not more than one product. So these are all other examples of synthesis reaction. Let's see how to balance the equation here. Odd number of chlorine here, write it of 2. So chlorine becomes 6. So you write it 3. So this is 6. Aluminium is 2 here. So write it of 2. This 2 equation is self-balance. The next one, see this oxygen is 1 atom, write it of 2. The other side also 2. Now this equation here, hydrogen is odd number of hydrogen, because nitrogen is 2, write it of 2. Hydrogen becomes 6, so write it here as 3. This is self-balanced equation. 2 hydrogen, 2 chlorine, 2 HCl. This is also self-balanced, this is also self-balanced. The next one, when you come here, that is magnesium is 3, write it of 3 here. Let's see the second type of chemical reaction, that is displacement or substitution reaction. See, displacement substitution reaction means one metal is going to displace the other metal. So before going in detail seeing all this equation, you know the reactivity series of metals which you have learned. You know the order of reactivity series of metal. You should be thorough with that. That is, first is potassium K, sodium Na, calcium Ca, magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, zinc Zn, iron Fe, lead Pb, hydrogen, copper Cu, mercury Hg, silver Ag, platinum Pt, gold Au. So these metals are arranged in the decreasing order of the reactivity. The metal which is present in the first one is the most reactive metal. The metal which is present below hydrogen, that is gold, is the least reactive metal. So the reactivity series decreases when you move down the group. So this is for metals. Metals, you know. Likewise, we have for non-metals, for halogens also we have a reactivity series. That is, fluorine comes first, then chlorine, bromine, iodine. How the elements are arranged in the periodic, same way that order you have to follow here. Fluorine comes first, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So fluorine is more reactive compared to iodine, because based on this we are going to see how the metals has been displaced here. So that is what we are going to see here in displacement reaction. See, a more electropositive metal displaces a less electropositive metal from its aqueous solution. So the meaning here is, see, if I take, say for example, when you take this equation, zinc with copper sulfate. See, zinc is present here and copper is below hydrogen. So the more electropositive one is zinc, the less electropositive metal is copper, is below hydrogen. So from its aqueous solution meaning here, see, zinc is a metal that is solid and copper sulfate also is a solid substance. If both are solid substance, when you mix it, the reaction doesn't undergo. So make this copper sulfate as an aqueous solution. Aqueous solution means you're going to mix distilled water and make it as a solution form. That's the meaning of aqueous solution here. So this aqueous solution of copper sulfate, when you add it to zinc, I'm going to get copper zinc sulfate. That means the more electropositive metal is going to displace, it is going to remove, it is going to substitute in that place. So I have given in a different color. See, zinc is blue color and copper orange and sulfate is green color. So zinc is going to occupy the copper place and the copper is being displaced, or we can say it has been substituted. The zinc is going to occupy the copper place, zinc is substituting the copper place. That is what we call it as displacement reaction. That's what we have given a general equation here, x plus yz. So x will come and occupy the y place. So y will be separated, it is displaced, plus xz. We have seen a metal reactivity series of metals, that is zinc with copper. Now we'll see a non-metal reaction. See, chlorine and bromine, these are all halogens here. So chlorine is going to displace this bromine. So this reaction, what has happened? This is a more electronegative element. See, these are all metals electropositive, but halogens, these are all electronegative elements. So this is the more electronegative element which is going to displace the less electronegative element. See, MEN means more electronegative non-metal. This is less electronegative non-metal. This BR, this is less electro, because when you look at this reactivity series of non-metal, chlorine comes first, then bromine. So this is going to displace the bromine. Chlorine is going to displace the bromine. So now chlorine reacts with potassium bromide. You will get bromine first, then comes KCl. Now we'll see some more chemical reactions of displacement. Now see, magnesium with copper sulfate. So this case, see, magnesium comes first, then copper is below hydrogen. So magnesium sulfate plus copper. Now the second equation, iron with copper sulfate. See, iron is more electropositive than copper. So iron sulfate plus copper. The third one is aluminium with copper sulfate. You will get aluminium sulfate plus copper. See, this case, magnesium iron 2 sulfate. See, magnesium case, what has happened here, it is 2 plus, its valency is 2 plus, sulfate is 2 minus. Iron also here, the iron has 2 valencies, but the valency which is existing here is 2. 2 plus and 2 minus. Then in the case of aluminium sulfate, see, aluminium valency is 3 plus, sulfate valency is 2 minus. So you are getting it as Al2SO4 thrice plus copper. Now we'll see an example of magnesium with dilute HCl. Then you will get magnesium chloride, MgCl2. So this 2 is because of magnesium valency plus hydrogen. Zinc with dilute sulfuric acid, that is zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. Hydrogen gas is being liberated. So this is a salt, this is a soluble salt which they have given there. Now we'll see one more example of iron with, so whatever acid which we are using here is, it's a diluted acid. See, the previous equation and all says that metal displacing another metal. But this 4 equation says only one metal is present here, but it is going to displace a hydrogen which is a non-metal. So don't think that always a metal should displace another metal. It can be a metal with a non-metal also, like hydrogen, because all the gases are non-metals. Here hydrogen is going to displace that zinc. So zinc sulfate, hydrogen. The same way iron 2 sulfate, hydrogen, iron HCl, that is FeCl2. FeCl3 is also there, but here the product formed here is FeCl2, which has valency to FeCl2 plus H2. Now we'll see whether these equations are balanced or not. That is magnesium, one, I think first equation, second equation is self-balanced. Then in the case of aluminium, here sulfate, whenever you get a radical like this thrice, you have to see here how many sulfur are present. Sulfur is 3. So here also is sulfur 3. And aluminium is 2, write 2 aluminium. And here oxygen is 12 oxygen, 4 into 3, 12 oxygen. And copper is 3, copper is 3. And here chlorine and hydrogen both are 2, write 2 here. So zinc sulfate plus hydrogen. This equation also is balanced. Since we have 2 chlorine here, write it off 2 hydrogen, it's balanced. So we have seen in today's class that is 2 types of reaction. The other 2 we'll see in the next video. See, one we have seen in the synthesis reaction. The other name for synthesis, direct combination. That means it's understood only one product you are going to get it. But in the case of simple displacement or substitution reaction, we have seen 2 series of thing. One is reactivity series, that is one is with the metal and non-metal. This is new thing which you are learning this year with non-metal, that is with halogens, fluorine to iodine. This is with metals. This is with halogens non-metal series. So follow this one. So on simple displacement you are going to see that is a more electropositive metal will displace the less electropositive metal, or more electronegative metal will displace the less electronegative metal. So these are the equations which we have seen today. We'll see in the next class the other 2 types of chemical reaction.